Arsenal 4, Wigan Athletic nil. Total destruction. That's what I call a game like this. Total annihilation, brutality. Arsenal, they calm down. They calm down sometimes. Make una they calm down. Arsenal bullied Arsenal bullied Wigan today, man. Arsenal bullied Wigan. It wasn't just like a basic 4-0 win. It was, I think, about like by the 27th minute, Arsenal was already 4-0 up. Arsenal was already 4-0 up. And I can't remember the last time I felt sorry for a team because funny enough, Wigan were playing well. They did play well. They played well. They fought. Big ups to their fans for coming out to support their team. However, there were no match for Arsenal today. Like Eze was on Eze was on smoke today. Eze was on smoke today. Um Noni Madueke was incredible today, man. This guy, yes, everybody complains about his finishing. But like taking on players and things like this guy is good. If he can brush up on his finishing, this guy will be he'll be another level. He'll be a fantastic player. The way he takes players on, his crosses, he has the intangibles for a right winger. He has the intangibles, and he was really good today. Martinelli, who I always scrutinize, was actually very good today. But he this guy would when it comes to the FA Cup and things like this guy is like a Neymar. But when it comes to the Premier League, this guy is crap. But it was good today. Who else? Nogard. Nogard was very solid in that midfield today. Mascara. Mascara was phenomenal today. Mascara was phenomenal today. It was good to see Lewis Kelly in the team today as well. Benny Blanco. It was good to see Ben White as well. However, he came off with a slight knock. Um, I hope I hope he gets well soon. Gabriel Jesus was also incredible today. He scored a very good goal um, today. He loved the keeper. So it was a very fantastic performance, a very dominant performance by Arsenal. I don't think anybody expected anything less. I don't think anybody expected anything less today from Arsenal. Very, very statements win by the Gunners, who are still the best team in Europe this season. Arsenal are one of the only teams that are going for at least 4 trophies this season. 4 trophies this season. Can it be possible that they win it all? Never say never. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. Arsenal, they are already in the final of the Carabao Cup already. I think that final takes place in like 5 days on the 20th, if I'm not mistaken, 20th of this month, if I'm not mistaken. If Arsenal wins, if Arsenal wins that, then that is one down, three to go. You understand? That would be one down, three to go. So it is very possible. Arsenal are looking. They're looking a good team. They're looking a great side. Yes, I know that they drop the odd points here and there, and at this current moment, I think they lead Manchester City with 4 points, which is not a lot. Which is not a lot at all because if Manchester City will be dying and salivating to win their next game. They'll be dying and salivating to win their next game. If they win their next game, Arsenal will be leading them with only 1 point. And I think Arsenal face Wolves next, if I'm not mistaken. Arsenal face Wolves next um, on the 18th of February. So that's in a few days. And on the 22nd of February, Arsenal face Tottenham. It's another North London derby. So Arsenal have to win these games because City can go on a run whereby they just win all their games to the end of the season. They win all their games, and the Premier League, this Premier League trophy is really what Arsenal fans like me are really waiting to see Arsenal win. Like, yes, if Arsenal win, if we win the Carabao Cup, of course, that is like the appetizer before the main course. You understand? If Arsenal wins the Carabao Cup, yes, everybody will be happy. All Arsenal fans around the world will be happy because wow, a trophy. If Arsenal wins the FA Cup, yes, we'll be happy. But if Arsenal don't end up winning that Premier League, it will be a travesty because you cannot lead all the way to this point only to lose. And if Arsenal lose the Champions League, if Arsenal lose the Premier League trophy, the only thing that will be able to compensate for it is is winning the Champions League, and that will only compensate like 70% because some fans will still be upset. That if Arsenal don't win the Premier League, the only thing that can compensate at least 70 to 80% is winning the Champions League. Winning the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup without winning the Champions League or the Premier League will not really make Arsenal fans happy. It will not make Arsenal fans happy like that. Yes, they'll be happy that at least two trophies because Arsenal haven't won that in a long time. But it's that Premier League title. It is that Premier League title that every Arsenal fan is salivating. And with the way things are going, you don't want Manchester City to hit that run whereby they don't lose any game again for the end of the season. And they can do it because they have the squad. They have the squad. Arsenal have dropped crucial points here and there. Because by now Arsenal should be at least like 7 points still ahead of Manchester City. 7 points still ahead of Manchester City. So now Arsenal fans, everybody they'll be praying for Manchester City to lose. Let me see who are they facing next? Manchester City are facing who are they facing next? They are facing Newcastle next. Manchester City are facing Newcastle next. That's their yeah. They're facing Newcastle next. And funny thing is that they just played Newcastle in the EFL Cup, so they're facing Newcastle next. Can Newcastle do it for us? I don't like this position whereby we are now banking on other teams to do for us what we should have done for ourselves. Can we bank on Manchester? Can we bank on Newcastle to do it for us? Newcastle are a tough team. They're a very very tough team. However, that's a team that has bozo moments in it. Like when you don't expect them to be fantastic, that's when they become fantastic. When you expect them to be, they just have these bozo genes in them. Newcastle, what are they on the table currently? Newcastle are currently 10th on the table. Can we bank on them? Can we really bank on them to do a job for us? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But so far, all Arsenal have to do is just win their games, man. Hopefully City drop points at some point. Hopefully they lose to Newcastle. If they lose to Newcastle, that should help Arsenal. That should help Arsenal. And Arsenal need to win their next game. Arsenal's next games are crucial. Are very very crucial. Arsenal's next game is on the 18th of February to Wolves. Wolves are probably going to get relegated, right? They're going to get relegated, but they remember I think they drew Arsenal. They drew Arsenal this season. This same Wolves. If I'm not mistaken, I think they drew Arsenal at some point. So we have to, we have a game on Wednesday and another game against Tottenham on Sunday. So it's back to back. Well, I know if we win this game, it gives us a 7 point lead ahead of Manchester City. And if Manchester City, for example, lose or draw to Newcastle, it will now be back on Arsenal. And if we can beat Tottenham again, then it's looking close. But this is still we're just still being hopeful here. The players have to do it on the pitch, So we'll see how things go. But for now, The fourth round of the FA Cup, Arsenal totally have dismantled Wigan with a very convincing win. With we came into the game with a formation of 4-2-3-1. Ben White, Saliba, Mascara, Lewis Kelly as the back four. Easy Norgard just in front of the back four. Then Saka was actually played number 10 today, which was very. I haven't seen that. And it was pretty decent. It was pretty decent at the number 10. I like this experimenting. I love it. He was pretty decent. He was Martinelli started as the striker, Saka as the number 10, and the two wingers, Gabriel Jesus and Madueke. So very good game. Eze was, like I said, was incredible today. Was one of my man of the match today. Um, very good in that midfield, and hopefully he starts against. I see him starting against Wolves. I really do see him starting against Wolves. So yeah, that's really all I have to say, man. Nothing much to say. Good win, 4-0, dominant performance by the boys, and we go again. Um, Next week against Wolves. So thanks for watching. Please like the video, comment who was your man of the match. Do you think we're still on course to win the league this season? Let me know in the comment section below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel so you get notified when I release more videos. And until next time, guys, thanks for watching. Peace.